Hi, well this is a video filled with firsts. It's the first Terraino Builders Spotlight, and this spotlight is on Travis, who is officially the first person to build a complete Terraino set. Not only that, he's also the first person that I've found that has made his own custom Terraino pieces. So a lot of firsts, a lot of great stuff. He has done a great job with integrating his Terraino set into his existing terrain as well. So let's take a look. So I stumbled across Travis's Terraino setup on DNDIY on Reddit. And at first I didn't realize it was Terraino because he is so well integrated into his existing terrain. And then I started looking at it and then I read the headline. I'm like, oh my gosh, I think he's the first guy to make a Terraino set that I found. So I was super excited, and then I started looking more at it, and he had made a lot of innovations. He had done a lot of things differently. I had always sort of assumed that people would be building the basic set a lot, like I had made mine, but I was really happy to see that Travis had taken my initial ideas and run with them. And not only that, he seems like he has the same mentality that I do. He uses what he can find that's inexpensive and works, and I think that's great. He actually also was able to use a lot of his existing terrain, some store-bought off-the-shelf terrain pieces, trees from Michael's, and also a dragon, a frost dragon, I think, that he got at Michael's. That frost dragon that he has is made by the same folks that made the Hydra that I used to make my inexpensive $10 Tiamat out of. And if you want to check that out, you can. It's a $10 Tiamat video here on my channel. He's clearly also been busy making a lot of his own props. I like his bonfire that he's made. But what impressed me the most was his castle with the battlements and his walls. If you notice, the battlements, they attach to the top of the Terraino walls. And not only that, his castle walls are a higher height than the average Terraino walls. I also really like how he used the foam and wrapped around a cylinder to make his towers, and that is something that I will be doing in a future video for sure. And you'll notice that he also did a different texturing. He did a really cool stone texture. Doing this type of texture for entire wall sections is not really practical to draw them out, but he has a really cool method to do it where he basically just rolls on the texture, and he made some tools to do that. And if you want to check out those tools, make sure to check out the interview with Travis at GameGearMaster.com. There is a Builder Spotlight article there on him as well, which goes further into detail on his building of his Terraino set. I was also very surprised to see that he had started building a tavern-like set. Now, I think in his case, I think it might be a brothel because he was talking about making that for his own campaign. But yeah, he essentially made buildings with windows and doors. And you'll see that he made a very cool hybrid piece. And it solves a problem that my pieces so far don't. He made this very cool single-space door. By single space, I mean it takes up the width of one 5-foot wide grid square and doesn't need connectors on the sides. So you get a cleaner kind of look to it, and I really like it. I'm going to plan on doing something similar for single spaced walls for the tavern set, and you might see that next week or the week after, depending on what gets done first. But I thought it was a really cool idea. Now, Travis did say, and I think you can kind of tell from the picture, that the only downside to this type of a piece is that you can only connect straight wall pieces to it. You can't put it into a corner because you can't connect a corner connector to that piece anymore because it's got the piece that sticks out now, which would have been the connector itself. But I still think it's very usable and a great idea. I really like the vibe that he gets from his dark stone textured walls. I mean, it looks like a labyrinth. I think it should be super fun to play this in a dimly lit room with your friends. He's also gotten a lot of use out of not only like RPG minis, but other minis too. That I'm sure that I would assume he probably got at Michael's. He probably got like a lot of the livestock and stuff. And I think that's a great solution. I mean, they're relatively inexpensive, and use your budget where you need to. I also really like his setup here. He's got a full kind of traditional dungeon going here with a dragon at the end. So this looks like he's got a nice complete one-night adventure setup just on 2 Terraino tiles, which is great. I think that's fun for the DM too because he can set everything up, and it gets the players excited because they walk in and they see this whole layout in front of them and go, wow, this is some great meat to chew on. I'm excited for his players to sit down and play this. All in all, I think Travis did an amazing job. I am so happy to see that he made innovations and he made Terraino his own. He figured out what he needed and he built it. That's the philosophy of Terraino in a nutshell. You know, it's there and it's easy to build and it's there for you to take and adapt to your needs, and it doesn't break the bank. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to learn more about Terraino, go ahead and go to GameGearMaster.com. You can download the free Terraino construction manual, which basically is what Travis used to make his set. And there you can also read more about Travis and how he built his set and tips and tricks and things that he learned along the way in the Terraino Builder Spotlight article on him. And that's going to be at GameGearMaster.com as well. So I hope this video gave you a little bit of inspiration for your own Terraino set. And if you'd like the chance to have your Terraino set featured here on the channel, drop me a line at GameGearMaster.com, or you can email me at GameGearMaster@gmail.com. Happy crafting! Please like and subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified of new videos. As my thank you for your support, I've also put some free downloads for you at GameGearMaster.com, including a free PDF that lays out the details on the different Terraino building blocks. And I'll be posting more free stuff there, as well as Game Gear, D&D adventures, and other stuff you can buy to support these free videos. So thanks again.